Okay, so we will get started. I'm going to talk about Flodesk, landing pages in Flodesk, how to create one, and some nuances in terms of the different types of pages that you may be able to create and either embed or offer standalone. And we'll just get started. Okay, so I'm going to log into Flodesk and share my screen. And if you have any questions, please stop me anytime and ask me for clarification. Keep it very informal. Okay, here it goes. Okay, so what I have done here is I've just logged into Flodesk and it by default brings you to this email section. We're going to navigate over to forms to get things started. But if you're new to Flodesk, if you haven't yet signed up, you can either use my affiliate link, or if you're from Michelle's community, Michelle Cunningham's community, you can also use her affiliate link. I can share my affiliate link in the chat if anybody needs. And what that does is it helps you get Flodesk for only $19 a month for the first year. So it is a really good deal. Otherwise, you'll be paying full price. So don't do that. Use somebody's affiliate link to get that discount. May I just navigate over here and I'll grab my link. Okay, so mine is easy50 at the end. I will grab that and put in the chat so you have that available. Okay, so once you are connected to Flodesk, there is a one-time setup that you'll have to do where you will basically say what is your sending domain for your Flodesk, so that when you're sending out emails using Flodesk, the system does not think it's spam and they don't end up in people's spam boxes and things like that. So there is a one-time setup that you'll have to do. I'm going to skip over all of that because that is outside the scope of creating landing page today. But if you need help with that, please reach out. You can schedule a quick hit call with me and I can help you get that set up, because that's pretty much set up based on your domain where you have purchased your domain from. So you have to update some DNS records. If what I'm saying is seems like a foreign language, no worries. Just schedule a quick call with me. I can help you get that set up. Okay, so once you have your Flodesk account set up, ready to go, and you are wanting to create your first landing page, you want to come to Forms, the top, and you are going to have all different kinds of options to create a new form. You're going to see some that we've created, some test ones, some live ones. If you're creating your form, you are going to click on New Form in the top right corner of your screen. Once you are here, Christine, welcome. Friend, technology is not our friend today, so we're doing this over Zoom instead of live streaming to Facebook. We will just get the video recording uploaded to Facebook after we're done. I
No
apologize.
problem. I'm glad I found you.
We roll with the punches, seriously. When it's with tech, if plan A doesn't work, you go with plan B. If plan B doesn't work, there are very many letters in the alphabet. We just keep on going. Okay, so we are building our first landing page. So please pay attention to this when you are selecting what type of landing page to create. My recommendation is to create the full page one. Primarily, that is the one you're going to need if you don't have a place where you already have a website or where you're embedding this form somewhere else. You just want a standalone page that you can send someone the link to so that they can opt in to your email list, right? So that would be a link you would share with someone. They will go to that link. It'll tell them a little bit about that free resource or something that you're wanting to give away, and they'll fill out a form to give you their email address. So if that is your use case, you're going to pick the full page one. But if you already have a website and you are wanting to just embed a little section on your website homepage or another page where just on that, there's a little section that says, enter your email to get this free resource, or enter your email to join our newsletter or something like that, right? Our email list or newsletter or something like that. Then you're going to use the inline form. The difference between these two is a full page is a standalone page, landing page, has its own link, not connected to your website whatsoever. The inline one is embedded inside your website so that to the end user, it is seamless. When they go to your website, they can't tell what's built on Flodesk and what's built on maybe Squarespace or WordPress or something like that, right? To them, it's seamless, but there's a little section on your web page that is powered by Flodesk. So when someone enters their email in that box, you can set up an automation in Flodesk that will kick off and that will send them that free resource you're giving them or whatever, right? So there is a difference between the two. Once you pick one, you can't really switch it. you have to basically recreate the whole thing. So a lot of times people get tripped up by this. They end up selecting inline and then they're like, I don't know what page to send to people to go to my landing page. You don't have a page, right? Because the intention of the inline is to be embedded inside an existing page on a website somewhere or a funnel. It could be a website or a funnel. The pop-up is just like it says, it pops up somewhere on another website or another funnel or something like that, right? So same thing. Pop-up is very similar to an inline thing. You have to have some other website or something available where this form pops up. So you're not going to get a standalone link or anything like that for that pop-up form also. So if that's not what your intention is, if you're wanting to get a full page, standalone page, then full page is the way to go. And there are a few other ones. There's a video page, which is fairly new. It doesn't say new anymore, but it's fairly new. And I think the difference here is you can embed a video on a page as you're collecting emails. That could be pretty neat as well. I have not really used that myself yet, but I think it's a really powerful thing. People connect really, really well with video. So if you are good with video, you're comfortable with doing videos, I'm going to recommend doing that. But a lot of times when you're sharing a free resource or something like that, just having a full page landing page could be enough as well. LinkedIn bio is also pretty powerful. I have looked into this previously. So what this is you're giving people a whole bunch of links also to click on in addition to collecting their emails and things like that. So this is also pretty powerful, but we're going to stick to the full page one, and that's the one we're going to create for now.
So Timmy, the video one, is it a full page one just with a video added?
I believe so. It says full page video. Yeah. Good question. Okay. So let's go and create a full page, regular full page one. And you have all these different templates to pick from. I really like a simple, clean design myself, something like this, where it's an image on the left and a form on the right. There is another one where it looks very similar, but different brand coloring and stuff like that, font style and stuff like that. There's another one that has one additional question where you can also throw some checkbox option on the same page. When you do something like this helps you further segment your list, right? You're collecting their email, plus you're also learning about their preferences. Because with that, then when you're sending out emails, you can make them very targeted. You're, letting people know these are the different services you provide or different things you offer. And what is their preference to learn more about or something like that, right? So that could be super, super helpful. But we're going to stick to the super simple one at the top. I'm going to click on customize it, and we are going to get started. The very first thing it's going to ask for is saying how do you want to segment this list? Whoever comes in through this form, how do you want to tag them in your system essentially, right? So I'm just going to say test Flodesk one. I'm just creating a test Flodesk list. My intention is not to use this for anything, but that's just the one I'm going to use. Okay. So if one doesn't exist, you'll basically create one. If one already exists, it'll connect it to that. What happens is that when people come in, when somebody enters their email and their name, this is how they're going to get tagged, and you'll be able to do a bunch of things with that afterwards. Okay, so Flodesk is super amazing because it is giving you like a guided experience as you're building this, right? So this is essentially step one after selecting what type of form you're creating, what type of landing page you're creating. You're selecting how to tag these people. Once they come in, you hit save on here. Then it's going to take you to the next step, which is basically editing the landing page itself. So here we go. You have the image on the left and a form on the right. So on the left, you're going to upload an image, or you can also use a photo from a service like Unsplash, or you can add your own. You can also use a GIF. That's pretty cool. The GIFs are now available. Or you can upload your own image. Typically, we would create this in Canva, and we would bring that over. Please pay attention to this. They're saying the recommended size is 2000 pixel by 2000 pixels, which makes it a square image. This is a vertical, what do you call this orientation? Portrait orientation. So something that is less wide and more tall would be better. Otherwise, what happens is it gets cut off. Top and bottom gets cut off, and only the middle shows. So whatever design you're creating even in Canva, please leave some room at the top. So even if it gets cut off, your words don't get cut off. And same thing for the bottom. And using something like a portrait view is better than just using a square image. I don't know why they say that. I think this is no more than probably no bigger than 2000 pixels in one direction, like the y-axis or x-axis. Nothing more than 2000 pixels is how I would say that, not recommended size this way. Okay, so everything on here is editable. Let's go ahead and add something here. What do we want to do? Let's go to Canva, see if we can pull something up. Okay, so I'm going to say guide, and we're going to use, what do we want to use? Let me just use my clarity guide. Okay, so I'm going to select this one. It's a clarity challenge. Yeah, we'll go with that. Why not? Okay, so I'm going to use this image for the main image. Let's try that. And I hit download on here. I'm going to download this as a PNG, and I am going to say just page one only, page only, done. And let's make it a little better resolution. And I'm going to download this, and we'll come back over here. Okay, so I am going to now upload this from my computer. It's just the workbook cover. That's fine. We'll say get clear, crystal clear, something like that. While it's uploading the image, I'm just updating this section over here. Saying get crystal clear on your business idea. Grab this free guide. Start building your dream business today. Something like that. Right. And whatever section I am typing in, I also have the ability to update the font, style, size, color, alignment, all that jazz to the right over here. So if I want to make this a little bit thicker, I totally can. Let me see. It's light right now. We'll make it medium. There we go. And I want to make this one a little bit more. I'm going to make this one medium as well. Okay. What happened to this? Did it not load it? What happened? Did it give us an error message or something? Let's stop paying attention to that. There we go. So this is what it's going to look like. Clarity challenge, workbook. And I'm going to say first name, email. The default is going to select that. I'm going to make first name a required field also. So I clicked on first name, and I'm going to check this box over here, make it required. Email is always required. So it doesn't even give you the option to deselect it or not enter it, right? One other field I want to add is last name, because there was one time I did only first name an email, and after I got a bunch of people added to my email list, I couldn't tell who was who, right? Because there could be a lot of people the same first names. So that was a little confusing. So since then, I was like, all right, I'm just going to make last name a required field also. And I'm going to move this up over here right after first name. So first name, last name, email. This is how I want it to display. And for download, I'm going to change the color. Michelle says that green buttons do really, really well. So we're going to make this a green button. All right, I like this. So go with that. And if you want to make it, if you want to change the styling of this, I'm going to make this one bold. I don't want them to miss this at all. I may even change the size of the font size over here. Okay, so you can't miss it. Let me see. Christine, you said, can you customize on Canva, or you just get this pre-done option? So, Christine, you're asking about this on the left, right? The image I added? Yeah, okay, awesome. Sorry, I missed the question earlier. All right, so we're gonna add all that, and then I am going to take a look at it on mobile preview. So we can do a desktop preview. This is how it's gonna look on the desktop. This is what people are gonna see. If I switch over to the mobile view, this is how it's gonna look on the mobile. It is not showing the image at the top on the mobile. If you want to change that, you want to click anywhere in the white space, anywhere on here. Don't ask me how I know this. I just know this. And by doing that, it basically opens up this section over here, image on mobile. Just toggle that on, and it will enable that. So now if I preview the mobile, it's going to look like this on the mobile. It's pretty good. We did pretty well. Okay. So that's it, right? Just like that. This part is done. Then the thank you message is going to be, we want to say thank you. I don't really want to say any of that. I want to create my own custom thank you message. And I'm going to say here, I'm going to say, so glad you grabbed the clarity guide. Let the magic unfold. something like that. I don't know. I'm a little quirky. Go with that. That's it. If you want to change the font size or style or something like that, you can. I actually like it. 18 is fine. We can make it medium. We can make it smaller. There we go. Okay, so that's it. This part is done. But one thing I want to do is, what do we want it to do after it displays this message for like a quick couple seconds? What do I want it to do? Do I want it to redirect it to a URL where they just grab the guide right then and there? Yes, absolutely. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to turn this on, redirect to URL, and I'm going to give them the link of where it's saved on my Google Drive, and they can just grab the copy of the guide and download it themselves. So all 6 pages, let's say this was the whole guide. We're going to pretend, even though it's not. We're going to hit download on here and we're going to download it onto our computer and we are going to upload it to our Google Drive. Basically, the way this works is you're going to click on the 3 dots next to the file after you've uploaded it. You're going to click on share. You want to make sure the share permissions are set in a way that anyone with the link can view the file. So then once that is set, you're going to copy that link and you're going to paste that link into here. And what this is going to do is when someone fills out your landing page form, they are going to, on the next page, it's going to flash this thank you message, and then it's going to redirect them to this link. It'll open up either in the same tab or a new tab, and they can download that PDF resource that you're providing them. It doesn't have to be a PDF. You can also send them to a direct Canva file if you want, or wherever on the internet, wherever your resource may be saved. If it's an audio file, you can send them to an audio file somewhere in the cloud or to a YouTube private video, whatever resource you're giving away, that's where you're going to send them to. So let me actually just do that. Let me just skip over the Google Drive thing and we will just send them to this view link for this public view link of this one. I'm just going to create that. So I am going to create this public view link and I'm going to copy this link. So anybody who has this link can get to this file and be able to view it. So I'm just going to add that here instead of my Google Drive. The reason I'm doing that is because my Google Drive is not working right now. It doesn't want to log me in, or when it logs me in, it makes me offline. So that's it, right? This part is done. Then what we want to do is now we want to be able to share this landing page with people. If we're talking about it on the social media that, you're going to have you can get my clarity guide and this, that, the thing, right? So you want to be able to share the link for that. So you're going to click on share and it's going to give you this link, which is somewhat branded. So I use the word simplify for mine. This is a one-time setup that you would have to do to Flodesk to add this subdomain word before myflodesk.com, right? So pick something from your brand over here, pick your name if you like, and then the end part of this, you want to be able to customize that because this is pretty funky, right? And people usually don't trust funky links like that. So where you go to change that is you're going to click on settings at the top and you're going to go to link. And right here is where you're going to edit that. You're going to click on this and I'm going to change this to say clarity guide. I'm going to make it something else because I think clarity guide already exists for me. So I'm going to make clarity guide 123 or something like that, right? So now my link is going to be simplify.myflodesk.com/clarity guide 123. If I hit save on here, people will be able to, if I share this now, here we go. See how this link is so much better. So if I were to go and share this on social media somewhere, it'll be working. However, the image and the little blurb that's going to show up with that on social media is going to be this. It's not going to show my clarity guide or anything like that. It's going to show a Flodesk image and this little blurb over here. I don't want that. I actually want the image of my clarity guide showing and this blurb to be changed to say clarity and business is a beautiful thing for get clear on your business idea by grabbing this free guide, something like that, right? And I'm going to upload my own image. I'm just going to re-upload this cover image. It's going to be like cut off and all that. I'm not going to worry about it because we're short on time, but basically make this a landscape image that is wider and less tall because it's going to look like this. Oh, upload.
While that's uploading, so do you use the Google Drive so it'll save the customer's information or?
No, so the Google Drive is used for storing your file, the PDF that you're going to give away. That is what it's
Mhm.
going to store. The customer's information, the lead's information is going to get stored in Flodesk itself. In
In
that segment
Flodesk?
that yeah. Remember that segment that we selected at the beginning? That's where it's going to get,
I missed
that's how, okay, no worries.
the first couple seconds. Yeah.
So here's what it's gonna look like. Looks good enough. Had a little funky that thing over here, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, so that's it. Now this is good to go. So when we share this link, let's test drive this. It's gonna be this link I'm gonna share, simplify.myflowdesk.com/clarity123. That's what I would be telling people about. And once they go here, it's gonna open up the new beautiful landing page that we have created. Jill said, thank you. You are welcome, Jill.
Looks like I'm the only one left, so it's okay if it's not working.
Okay.
So it'll basically bring you to that page where they then click.
And then enter the form and enter the information on the form. And then it'll open up and it'll take them to the Clarity Guide because I linked the Canvas link here.
Okay.
So it'll open it
Mhm.
for them. And then from there, they can download it.
And they
And
don't
we're,
have to have
yep.
Canva to download it or anything. It'll download in like a PDF.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
in my
Yeah.
case, I shared the Canva link. In your case, typically you would be sharing your Google Drive link. For me, the Google Drive thing didn't work, so that's why.
Does it really matter? Because that's an extra step if you're just saving it from Canva and then putting it in Google Drive.
Yeah, we can totally talk about the pros and cons of that. So if it's in your Google Drive, you're basically saving it onto your own Google Drive and you have the PDF forever, right? If it's in
Okay.
Canva, if something changes or whatever, then you may or that link may change or something like that. So that's the
Okay.
con of using that.
Okay. I'll get off
Okay,
and go see you in the other link now.
awesome. Awesome. I'll go
Thanks.
open up that call. Okay,
Bye
bye.
bye.